To the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Carolina defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
In motion left goes Boyd. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Check smash, check smash.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Joe Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Get it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
First down, Panthers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Man in motion is Agnew.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Six 0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Check, check.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60. Mustang 19. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
70 Rangers, 70 Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No, no.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
19. Ready, ready.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The tight end in motion right.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Samuel going to go in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And the Panther first down.
Let's go. Quick, yellow. Go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The play fake. Now Young.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Carolina.
Here we go. Here we go. Ultra. Ready.
Running right. Here's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
2nd down and 8.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Dancing to his left. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Green jack. Cut.
Throwing, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Okay, ready?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Slide two. Needle blue. Ready.
To throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. This will be caught at Samuel. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Man in motion is Agnew.
Blast it. Six. Steal. Blast. Fuse together. Six. Mega.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Martin, the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
79 Broncos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson up the middle.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
And Boyd in motion right.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Ready?
Now here's Young.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Young.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Ball red.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Daniel Bellinger.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Go. Red, yellow. Set.
They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Again, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Agnew now to return. And some strong running. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready. Ready.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Hand off now to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bronco 80. Check. Set. Let's go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From his inside, a a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 1st down.
Smash. Red. Check, huh?
Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hustle, hustle.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now 2nd and 5.
Reload, reload. Ready, ready.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
But we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Hurt, hurt.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
19 Lions.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Go street. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Down. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Red, cycle. Black shot. Cut.
Young to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Green Jack. Set.
Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamal Agnew from 8 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Ready.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
79 Broncos. Rig it. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a
Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense.